All right, so we're going to talk about comparing fractions and products on a number line. So we've already said the larger numbers represent whole numbers. The tick marks between the whole numbers represent fractions. The tick marks represent fractions, which is part of the whole number. And then the space between the tick marks are units. All right, let's see. We're going to write a fraction based on our top number line on your notes. And so we have to find the denominator. What does the denominator tell us? How many parts in all? How many parts in all? So outside your number line here, go ahead and draw your fraction symbol. Now, I want to know how many units in all are between my 0 whole number and my 1 whole number. So count those on your number line. How many in all? We're going to count them. Counting the units. How many did you get?
7.
8. You might want to count again. How many did you get?
8.
8. There are 8. That's a pretty simple mistake to make, so we want to be sure that we are being careful. I counted my units, which are between my tick marks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 parts in all between my whole numbers. See if there are 8 parts between your 1 and your 2. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so on a number line, if it's a correct number line, however many units you have between these whole numbers will be the same the whole way throughout the number line. It shouldn't change. Okay? Now, I'm going to give you a fraction, and we're going to plot it or mark it on our number line. I want us to mark 7/8. So in your notes, go ahead and give me that fraction 7/8, please. Okay, we know that the 8, the denominator 8, represents how many units are between whole numbers. Are you with me on that?
Yes.
So what is the 7? What does the numerator represent? How many tick marks? How many are going to be chosen? So to find 7/8, we are simply going to count them. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we'll put our little spot right there. Did you see how I did that? I just counted my tick marks. Okay, this is where I want you to take one colored pencil. So you have 2 colors. I want you to choose one color that's going to represent 7/8. I chose orange. You choose one of your colored pencils. It doesn't matter. Okay, so between the whole number 0 and 1, I have 8 units. But my numerator says I'm going to mark 7 of them. So I'm going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to get my tick mark right behind that. That represents 7/8. So if you'll take your colored pencil and mark your 7/8. Count 7 and mark your 7/8. All right, let's drop down to the number line below that. And I want us to write a fraction, and then we're going to put it on our number line, okay? So you can tell me what my denominator is going to be. I'll give you a moment to find it and write your denominator for me, and then you're going to tell me what it is. And what are we going to count to find our denominator? Our units. Okay, how many units did you find?
4.
4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 units. So that's my denominator. Now, I have to tell you the numerator, right? So that you'll be able to mark it. I would like for us to mark on our number line 3/4. Please use the same colored pencil you used up here. Do not switch colors till I ask you to, okay? Keep the same color. Go ahead and mark 3/4 on your number line. mark 3/4 on your number line. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. There it is. Notice if I count my units, 1, 2, 3, then I mark the tick mark right behind it, right? I can count my tick marks, 1, 2, 3. It takes me to the same place. And we always want to label that 3/4. Everybody do that one good?
Yes,
Okay, let's move to the third one. You go ahead and come up with our denominator for me. And then I will tell you the numerator that I would like for you to mark. Okay, raise your hand if you can tell me what my denominator is going to be. How many units are there, Kaden?
5.
There are 5. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's my denominator. I would like you to, with the same colored pencil, mark 3/5 on that number line for me. Mark 3/5 on that number line. I'm going to have to count my units or my tick marks, 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to mark it with that same color. And it would be 3/5. Okay, look at your neighbors. Did they mark theirs on the right spot? On their number line? Everybody do good? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Okay, before we go to comparing our fractions, I want you to take just your regular pencil back out for me. And we're going to plot on our number line a mixed number. So what does a mixed number have in it? Right, we have to have a whole number and a fraction. And we're just going to do a couple, and then we're going to go back and erase them. So use your regular pencil, okay? I want to plot 2 and 7/8. So we did 7/8 here, but we have a whole number 2. So we have to go find that whole number. Can you put your finger on your whole number 2? Right here. And then we've got to find our 7/8. So here's our whole number 2. How many units are between 2 and 3? 8. And so we have to count over, according to our numerator, how many? 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is 2 and 7/8. 2 and 7/8. So I found my fraction the same way, but I had to go to my whole number and then find the fraction behind the whole number. Does that make sense? Let's try 5 3/4. And I'm going to let you try that on your page. No, just keep your number 2 pencil for me. Okay, so we're going to plot on our bottom one 7 3/5. First, we have to find our whole number, which is 7. And we already know that we have 5 units between every whole number. And so we find our whole number 7, and how many tick marks will we count over?
3.
3. So here's my whole number 7, and I'm going to count over 1, 2, 3. Do you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
7 3/5. Did someone say no? I thought you said no, Nolan. Do you agree with me, Nolan?
I said yes.
Okay, I just didn't understand. 7 3/5. Okay. Do we understand how to put our fraction on our number line and how we put a mixed number on a number line?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, these mixed numbers that you have plotted, you can leave on your number line, but I need us to go back and take those whole numbers off for our next activity. These 3 whole numbers you take off. Leave your fractions down. Leave your fractions. Okay, now we're going to compare